What would you do if tomorrow your job disappeared? If suddenly, after years of working for someone else, you had nothing to fall back on? That was my reality at 56. The company that I worked for was sold, and I was left wondering, what do I do now? If you're feeling stuck, you're stressed about money, or even if you're just tired of working so hard with nothing to show for it, then listen up. Because if you don't know these 6 things before getting started in an online business, you're going to waste months spinning your wheels. And trust me, number 6 is the one that keeps most people broke and really frustrated. So let's dive in. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what separates people who actually make money online from those who struggle for months with no results. And if you stay until the end, I'm going to show you how to shortcut that process so that you don't fall into the same trap that stops most beginners from ever making any money. So for now, you're probably wondering, so why should I listen to you today? Well, because I've been where you are. I know what it feels like to run out of options. When my company was sold, I realized I had spent decades building other people's dreams. And now at 56 years old, I had nothing to show for it. I had no backup plan. I had no security. And I just had that sinking, heavy feeling of what do I do now? What I did know is I knew I needed a way to make money, but every opportunity that I looked at required either way too many hours, too much tech that I didn't know, or just didn't really make sense for someone who was starting over. It wasn't until May of 24 that I got introduced to digital marketing and I came across this blueprint. Since then, I've developed high income skills. I've learned how to market on all social media platforms, and I built an online business that attracts customers without cold messaging or getting on the phone because my business is fully automated. Here's the thing, I don't just make money. I have time freedom now, something I dreamed about for 40 plus years working for other people. And I also have 100% profit from everything that I earn. And if you're in a place where you need something to work for you, I get it. Keep watching because these 6 things could save you months of frustration. Okay, but before we get into it, tell me one thing. What's the biggest reason that you haven't started yet? Is it tech? Is it time? Is it fear of failing? Drop it in the comments below because I bet it's connected to number 6. Number 1, you don't need to be an expert. If you're waiting to know everything before you start, you're never going to start. The key is learning as you go and implementing as fast as possible. Think about it this way. When you first learned how to drive a car, you didn't know how to drive that car. You didn't even know how to turn the wheel. You didn't know how to do anything, but you learned. And as you learned, you got better and things got better. So that's how you got to be more of an expert in driving a car, right? But you don't need to know that when you first start. That's where you learn and you progress into where you are. Number 2, social media is the best free traffic source. Yep. If you're not using TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook, or Instagram to attract customers daily, then you're making this way harder for yourself and way harder than it needs to be. Think about it this way. You're doom scrolling on any of these social media platforms. You are waking up in the morning and you're scrolling. You're in the afternoon, you're scrolling. At nighttime, you're scrolling. During the day, you're scrolling, right? But you're on the other side of it. What if you were on the right side to actually make money and learn attraction marketing so that it actually comes to you instead of you having to go look for it? Here's the thing. Most people don't even realize that you can get monetized and paid just by your social medias, just for creating content and putting it out there for them. Number 3, most online businesses fail because they lack automation. If you're manually messaging people or you're spending hours doing customer service, then you're going to burn yourself out before you even make $1. Automation is the only way to scale your business. Think about it this way. When you buy something from Amazon and it gets processed, your credit card gets charged, and you get an email notification that it was sent out, and you get shipping notifications and everything, guess what? They are not turning around and doing that for you each time that somebody places an order. That's called automation. It's automatically done for you. And that is, my friends, the key to success. Number 4, you need a business model that gives you 100% profit. Okay, so why work for commissions when you can keep every dollar that you make? If your business model isn't built on high profit, then you're setting yourself up to struggle. Think about it this way. You're working somewhere, you're getting paid 10%, maybe 20, maybe 30. That means you make a small percentage, the company makes a really big percentage, and you do all of the heavy lifting, right? But what if it was the opposite way around? What if you no longer had to rely on that anymore? And what if every single time you helped another customer, you earned 100% instead of 10%? Think about it. Number 5, if you're not building an email list, you're wasting your time. Likes and followers, they don't pay the bills. The real money is in your email list because that's how you turn attention into income. Think about it this way. You open up your email and there's an email there for a new movie that's coming out and you didn't even know about it. But hey, you're thinking about going to the movies on Friday night and that caught your eye and now you might want to go to it. If you didn't see that email, you may not even known about it and the movie theater wouldn't have gotten your business either. So think about it that way. That, my friends, is the power of an email list. All right, guys, before I reveal number 6, because trust me, this is the mistake that holds most people back and I want to ask you something first. If you had to start over today, what is the one thing that you wish you knew sooner? Drop it down below in the comments. If I had known this sooner, I would have saved months of wasted time. Because if you get this next one wrong, it does not matter how much effort you put in, you're going to stay stuck. So let's get into it. Number 6, the hardest truth that most people ignore. The number one reason that people fail, they wait too long to take action. They spend months researching, watching free content, and convincing themselves that they're going to start someday. And guess what? A year later, they're in the exact same position, while the people who just started are already making money. So ask yourself this. Are you going to be the person who takes action, or are you going to be the one who keeps waiting? If you're sick of waiting and you're ready to actually start making money online, then don't overthink it. Overthinking is a killer. Comment ready below, and I'll personally send you the details on how I got started so that you can skip the same mistakes that I made and get straight to what actually works. You guys, I wish someone told me this sooner. I wasted so much time doing the wrong things, but once I followed a simple blueprint, everything changed for me because it's 100% profit. It's fully automated. Here's the best part, it's beginner friendly. I did not know what I was doing when I started, meaning that even if you have no experience, no audience, no tech skills, you can still make this work. If you're ready to stop thinking about it and start doing it, then drop ready in the comments or visit my website now, risewithrenee.com. Don't let another year go by without making a change, because if you always do what you always did, you're going to always get what you always got. Nothing changes unless you make it change. And if you want more videos on how to build a business that works for you, then hit subscribe and watch this next.